Is it even morning? It's not. It's afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon. My energy is much lower today because I'm just tired. Just sort of recovering from the last few days of craziness. Which is a little unfortunate because I do have an interview at 4:30 today, not about Southwest stuff, but I was reached out to about a talk show, like an online talk show that wants to interview me, so I have that interview at 4:30. I got the copy of the new segment, so I've been kind of cutting that up, doing a shortened version of that. And just kind of chilling. It's that tired where not like, oh, I need to take a nap. It's just sort of like the overall tired, and not the sick tired. It's just like, wow, a lot's been going on. And I mean, I got 8 hours of sleep, 8.5 hours of sleep last night, which isn't bad, but I know they say too, it's never the day of that you haven't gotten a lot of sleep that you're tired. It's the day after. So that would make sense too, why I'm, but should be fine. We'll be able to catch up on sleep, and I'll actually have 4 days of not having any work whatsoever, because since Saturday and Sunday are New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, those are actually days of work that I have off because I was on call Christmas Eve, and so all the other holidays like Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and Thanksgiving, in the past, I had off. So I don't work on Thursdays and Fridays, so I have 4 days that I don't have any of my jobs, which is nice. Very nice. I have a feeling by the end of it, I'll be bored and be excited to at least have work again on, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But the bakery doesn't start back up until the week after, so I have a feeling it'll definitely be once we get back to that, I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go back to work and do stuff, which I know I'll be writing the pilot during that. But really what I'm just doing right now is just trying to, I'm going to grab myself some orange juice in a second, because I want to make sure, I'm really, really hoping I don't get sick. Not that I think this tiredness is because of getting sick, I'm just saying in general, I really, really hope I don't, because that would just suck. I will say the one thing with not traveling to Indiana is, especially because they were going to put me on that layover, so that would have had 2 flights. That would have been 3 additional flights, whereas instead I only had the one from yesterday. But I'm making sure I'm taking my vitamins, and I'm going to drink orange juice and all of that. So, but yeah, I just don't really have the energy to emote a whole ton. So needless to say, I'm also going to say that for the interview, and I'm just going to let her know, and it's cool too though, because one of the things we're talking about is me being autistic, so I can thankfully sort of relate it to that and say, by the way, I apologize if I seem a little low energy. Travel the past few days has been insane, and my sort of social battery is pretty low, so I apologize if I'm not as there's not as much inflection. Like I can tell that there's just not as much inflection in my voice, and it's just at a lower register, just because I don't have the sort of natural pep right now. It almost sounds, well, no, it doesn't sound like I'm congested, and I'm not. But if you see the vlogs and you watch them often, you'll know that I sound different than I normally do. I sound like I'm tired. So there was a package in the mail for me, and I don't know what it is. All of my books from Paperback Swap are here. That does not sound like a book. Now I know what they are. I forgot that I had ordered 2 more free COVID tests from the government. So that's what those are. I just didn't get the notification that they had come in, but good to know. Now I have a few COVID tests here, which is great. It's always good to have. Those are especially good to have. Don't eat that. Especially good to have because my brother's girlfriend is coming into town today, and I want to see her while she's here, but as I said, I want to make sure I wait a few days to make sure I don't catch anything from the plane. And so those will be good to test even if I am feeling fine, just to double check and take a test before I were to go and see them. So, first of all, this is how my hair came out without the curl cream product. So definitely loving, I know I talk about my hair so much. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I've got Spider-Man Homecoming on in the background. I just ate lunch and it is time for me to open up the little presents that I wrapped for myself. I know what all of them are, you know. Not, these ones aren't actual presents. They're just, I wrapped them a few years ago. They're just empty boxes. The other ones are though. So I know it's pitch black, you can't see me, but it's 10:17. I finished work on time. I started rewatching Uncharted on Netflix just because Nola was on my lap, but I'm going to bed. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.